which uses the periodic table. So question A5 part A is about group O elements, which include helium, neon, argon, and krypton, and xenon. So part A1 asks for the common name of these elements, and these elements are called the noble gases. Part A2 asks for one use of helium. Helium is commonly used to fuel the balloons and the airships because it's much less dense than air and is non-flammable, unlike hydrogen. Okay, moving on to question A3, which asks us to explain why these elements are monoatomic. Noble gases, why these elements are monoatomic. So listen closely. Noble gases exist as single atoms because they are already have a full outer shell of electrons. This means they are extremely stable and unreactive. So they have no tendency to bond with other atoms or even with each other. Alright, so that's the answer there. Then moving on to question B. Question B tells us that the transition metals are found between group 2 and group 3 of the periodic table. Then part B1 asks what type of oxide these elements form. So transition metals form basic oxide through, though some can be amphoteric depending on the specific metal. Then moving on to part B2, which asks for the two properties of transition metals. So the good answers may include they have high melting, they have high melting and boiling points. They are good conductors of heat and electricity. They form colored compounds, and they often show variable oxidation states. Any two of these will earn the full marks. So that's question A5 finish, 6 marks. Now let's look at